Welcome to the AI for Career Success video overview by Curt Robbins, where we help you get smarter than your competition. Today, we're going to dissect a critical tension in the modern workplace, the drive to automate so-called grunt work with AI versus the unacknowledged value this very work provides for skill development and organizational health. Right now, particularly in the tech world, there's this powerful obsession with outsourcing tedious tasks to AI assistants. This quote from Russell Adams really captures the mood perfectly. It's a trend that's fueled by excitement for sure, but also by a deep anxiety about what happens next. And you can see the allure, can't you? The promise is to delegate what many of us consider the dirty work. The routine, repetitive tasks that can fill our days. We're talking about everything from coding and organizing data to managing calendars and responding to emails. All of this is being positioned as the key to unlocking human potential. And this all leads to a dominant narrative about the future of our work, this idea that AI is here to elevate the human role. The story goes that we'll move from being the construction worker, the person actually executing the tasks, to becoming the architect, the one who orchestrates a grander vision and guides the AI that's doing the labor. This observation from Amy McCaw just crystallizes this shift perfectly. The core competency in so many knowledge fields is rapidly moving away from the doing and toward the managing. Your value becomes less about how well you perform a task yourself and more about how effectively you can direct a team of digital agents to do it for you. However, this relentless pursuit of efficiency, it comes with a potential hidden cost. We really have to pause and critically examine whether, in our haste to automate, we're losing something fundamental to our professional growth. And that brings us to the central question of our analysis today. Is it possible that the friction, the struggle, the so-called grunt work isn't just a bug to be eliminated, but is actually a feature of how we develop genuine expertise? Eva Ben offers a really powerful analogy here. Think about it. The difficult, manual work we so often try to avoid is a lot like resistance training. The struggle is precisely what builds our professional muscle. The results, the skills, the expertise, they don't come from avoiding the work. They come from the repetitions. To extend that analogy, you can think of it as the difference between taking the escalator and taking the stairs. One is efficient, it's frictionless. The other requires effort, but it builds strength and capacity over time. AI is an incredibly powerful escalator, but we have to consider when it's necessary for us to take the stairs to develop our skills. So what is this unseen value? Well, grunt work actually serves several critical functions. It builds foundational skills through those reps we just talked about. It serves as the main on-ramp for junior talent to learn in a low-risk environment. It provides a necessary cognitive rhythm, breaking up intense periods of deep work and actually helping to prevent the burnout that comes from constant high-stakes focus. The long-term organizational risk here is quite significant. If we automate all of these introductory skill-building tasks, we risk creating a dangerously thin talent pipeline. We could inadvertently eliminate the very opportunities that are meant to cultivate the next generation of experts and leaders. So the solution, then, isn't to reject AI. Instead, what's required is a much more sophisticated, more strategic approach. We have to shift our thinking from simple task removal to a more holistic redesign of work itself. The strategic imperative for any forward-thinking organization is this: don't just ask, what can AI do? Instead, you should be asking, how can we restructure our workflows and our roles to create a symbiotic relationship between our human and our AI workforce? Jason Williams proposes a framework built on 3 foundational shifts. First is the managerial shift, where employees become the auditors and coaches of AI. Second, there's intentional time reallocation. We have to ensure the hours saved by AI are reinvested in high-value work, not just lost. And third, we need to rethink our workforce architecture to dynamically assign work across blended teams of humans and AI. So let's distill all of this down to what it means for you as a professional navigating this rapidly changing landscape. So what does this mean for you? First, understand that your value is shifting away from pure execution and toward orchestration. Second, be intentional about which grunt work you choose to automate. Recognize its value for your own learning and for training junior colleagues. Third, you'll need to actively develop these new critical skills: managing, auditing, and coaching AI systems. And finally, try to adopt the mindset of an architect. Focus on the vision and the strategy, not just on the individual bricks. We'll leave you with a final question to consider within your own professional context. Look around at how AI is being implemented where you work. Is your organization merely chipping away at tasks for short-term efficiency gains, or is it engaged in the more difficult but ultimately more valuable process of strategically redesigning work for the future? Thank you for watching. This is where we teach you AI and help you get smarter than your competition. If you like these videos, use the QR code at the beginning of this video to buy us a coffee or hire us to coach you or your employees in AI. We encourage you to subscribe to the AI for Career Success YouTube channel. Please like, comment, and share to help us reach a wider audience.